Hi everyone, take two. Oh my goodness. I will cancel out my other YouTube and also take these off of my Facebook. So welcome. I'm Diane Evans. Welcome to my YouTube Live. Remember to subscribe down here below. Hit that bell and you get notified immediately. Or if you are on my Facebook group or page, hopefully you'll join me back. I don't know, for some reason I wasn't showing on YouTube, and unfortunately what happens is if you've sent me messages, I cannot read those messages while I am on this particular streaming thing. I can read I can not read like a messenger, but I can read messages if you send something through Facebook. So take two, and I apologize. It's my Technique Tuesday. Oh, I'm back. So I guess I was on, but nobody was saying anything, so I didn't know if I was. So I will, okay, well, I will, I'll just take those other ones off. It's what it is. So it's that kind of a day. It kind of got away from me. So I am going to start all over again. So this is Technique Tuesday. So I am doing a crayon water wash technique. It's new to me. I've never ever done this, except I did do a card yesterday with it. And I'll show you a sneak peek for that, because that's our Creativity Abounds tutorial that I did it for, because we're working on techniques. And then this one is one that's going to go on my blog, but this is a fun technique. It really is. It shows so there you go. I was on, but nobody was saying anything, so I didn't know whether I was on or not. Okay, so today, and I'm going to go down, hello Janice and Andrea and Lila, Felicia and Lorraine. Anyways, I am going to show you, this is Celebratory Sips. This is a suite that is available as of May the 6th. This is also the suite that we are using for the International Stamp Camp. This is such a cute suite. I can't wait to see what these demonstrators are going to do. Remember that this is an excellent thing for you, and even more so now is because you actually get your you get rewards when you purchase this yourself. So that's kind of fun that you do get rewards. You're going to get 13 make and takes. You're going to get 13 alternative projects, plus also you get lots of tips and tricks, and you get all these videos, and oh, it's just amazing. So anyways, this this bundle is cheers and sips. You know, kind of gives you that summery type feel to it, with drinks around the patio or around the pool, lots of the different garnishes and everything else that's there. So you get that. You also get this embossing folder as part of the suite. So in order to get into, oh, thanks Janice. Where are you from, Janice, and who do you sign up to? I know our stamp camps are pretty amazing. I know Andrea on here has come to some. I think Felicia took one. Lorraine comes to them all the time. So anyways, so this is the embossing folders. They're the mini embossing folders, and they're called Glass and Gardens embossing folders. So those are kind of fun. It has the strawberry slush and pretty in pink embellishments. So you have strawberry slush, you have pretty in pink, and then you've got the clear ones with some gold in there. And then you also get this ribbon, and this ribbon is beautiful ribbon, even though it is a 1/2 inch. Is it a 1/2 inch or 3/8 of an inch? Let me see. 3/8 of an inch. It ties beautifully. And then you also get this designer series paper, which is so fun with the colors and everything else that's there. Yeah, so this, like I say, is just absolutely gorgeous. All right, so we are going to be playing with this suite tonight, so you kind of get a bit of a sneak peek what's on there. I'll put those off to the side, and we're going to be, like I say, using this. But this is going to be the star of the show tonight. By using this technique. This is, like I said, it's called the Crayon Water Wash technique. Simple technique, but man, I tell you, just the effects that you get from it are just amazing. And then I'll show you I tried it with some other embossing folders. I know I was talking with Laura today, and it's funny because some of the ones that she suggested were ones that I thought of, but honestly, they didn't work very well. But I'll show you the ones that didn't work very well. Hello, Ruth. All right, so remember that this will be on my Facebook group, which the link is just down below here. You can get this printout with the picture and the extra product. It'll give you the product numbers of everything, so that you've got them all ready for May the 6th. Janice, you wish you were in Canada. Do you, where do you live, Janice? Because we have, it's international, so there's demonstrators in New Zealand, in the South Pacific, over in Europe, in the Netherlands. We have them also in the United States, and also myself here in Canada. All right, so let's get going on this. Now, like I say, I'm really stuck on these watercolor techniques. I think they're a lot of fun to play with. And I am using colors that are beyond what I ever would use in the past. I think as I say, I'm maturing with my colors. So we're going to use Lemon Lime Twist, Strawberry Slush, which is a new color. Now, on my screen, this doesn't quite look great, but it does look pretty good. Yeah, even if you're a demonstrator, it's a great deal because you basically get 13 make and takes, access to another 13, and you get your rewards this time now. So, all right, so what you're going to do is you will use regular cardstock. We're not going to use any special cardstock at all. It's just plain basic white. And then we're going to take an embossing folder. On my techniques here, you're going to have to experiment with this, but it says, I said pick out a 3D embossing folder. I think the whole tip with this particular one is not 3D, but one that is close enough. So think of it when you have those dot ones, it's really far apart, and you'll see by the sample that I show you that it doesn't work very good. All right, I also tell you to put it on the side where the label is. This is another trial and error. So what you want to do is, I'm doing it on the opposite one for this particular one. And I'm just going to come in here, and we are going to take just a plain white Crayola crayon. I'm probably going to have to take some of this paper off. Let's see, I'm just going to take, but you need a white. So, you know what, kids don't use the white, so go into your kids, your grandkids' crayons, and take out the white, because they'll never notice it missing. I do know that my oldest son would have missed it, though. He was, well, he's the artist, right? And I guess it was my mom showing him how to color with the white crayon that he was taking with it. So he always says, don't you dare, like I always say, oh, where are your crayons when I'm back east? And anyways, I gotta just take this off. I should have done this ahead of time. And you don't need it sharp. You can, anyways, I just want to take some of this off. There we go. Once it starts, it goes. Okay, so I'm laying this on, and like I say, on this particular one, I'm laying it on the non-label side, but I know that this says on this side here. Now what you're going to want to do, now remember this is only a half of one, so I'm just going to take this crayon, and I'm just marking it completely on here. You want to make sure it doesn't move too much. And I'm coloring down to the bottom where I can feel the little knobbies or the embossing part. Whoops, oh shoot. But that'll be okay. And you're not going to see this. And you're not going to have to remove it. It's really one of those things that you're going to... Now, you can kind of put it up to the light, and you can see. You notice I went one way. I don't think it matters if you go one way or the other way. And then I've just got it like this. And then you just have to decide what colors that you want to use. Now I'm going to come on to this side here, and I have decided to use Strawberry Slush. I might be a little upset that I have, because I don't have the re-inker for it. Yes, very similar to the crayon, but you wait till you see this effect. I like the crayon. I really, really like the Crayon Resist. And this is very similar to it. But, all right, so, and with the help of some other re-inkers, look what I did there, because it had water on the inside. That's okay. We've got the pink, that the Strawberry Slush went really good. And then let's see what this Daffodil Delight is okay too. Now, the water painters, we no longer have the water painters, and that's due to a distribution where they can't get a manufacturer to make them. So that's the only reason. Now I'm just coming in with some water. I don't trust myself with too much with putting water in the barrels. So I'm just going to come in and I'm just going to get a really good wash here. And I'm just going to get lots there. And then watch this. I'm just going to come down here and we're just going to, let's get lots of water in there. And look what happens. It's just, can you see how it's starting to just come off? And there's no real crayon in there on the paper. I don't know why. I guess because of the way that you rub it. There's no real crayon in there. So I'm just going to feather this out a little bit. And the more you add, it gives a different look to it as well. And then I'm just going to come in and I'm not going to actually close that up this time. I'm going to wipe it out first. And then I'm going to come in with my Strawberry Slush. Let's get a bunch of water in there. The more water and the more of a wash that you have, like this. And then let's just put this in here. Now remember, this is the part that comes down on this part of the embossing folder. And you want to watch that you don't get it too muddy. I'll just feather this just a little bit. And then I'm going to come in with the yellow and we're just going to finish doing the Daffodil Delight on there. And that's not going to show too much on there, but we're just getting that wash so that the whole piece of cardstock is covered. Now that looks really dark on the screen, but it's really not that dark. And as it dries, it's going to get a little bit lighter. Okay. Now what we want to do is we want to come in, and I'm going to remove this water. Now somebody went and said, because when you do like a crayon thing, what you do is you rub off the crayon. There really is no crayon on here to make it pop up. So if you are familiar with that particular technique, it would work. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to come in and finish this card. Like I said, I have the Lemon Lime Twist. It's 4 1/4 by 11, and I've scored it at 5 1/2, and we'll just come in here. And this piece is 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and that is the Strawberry Slush. And then this is just going to go straight on here like this. Okay, So I think I'll put that on. Now it is a little wet, so maybe I should come in and just dry it a little bit. Now I don't know whether or not if the ribbon would be good on this or not, but let's give it a try. We can play with it a little bit. All right, so I'm just going to put that right onto there. You wait till you see the other card. It worked great. I knew that one was going to work good just because of the embossing folder that I worked on. Like I say, this looks a little bright on the screen, but it's really not that bright in real color. So that it goes like this. Now those match all the colors. Like here's another one that I thought, oh, let's try it with this. This is done on the opposite side. So I thought, well, let's go here. Oh, you know what? Did I already put that on there? No. I cut a circle out of there. So I wasn't sure if I was going to use that circle or if I was going to use a white circle. Really wasn't too sure. Probably come in with the white circle. And I've gone ahead and cut a bunch of these drinks out. So, like I say, let's come here because I can cover up that part there, right? And then this can come just like that. And see how that's covered it up, giving us a fun look on there. So let's just come and put some of this on there. I'm not putting that on there yet, so let's just quickly put this on. Just going to put those two down, and then I can start popping the other ones up. And of course, when you start putting these on, you can put them on any way. You can change up the way that it looks. Now, this just shows you that it doesn't matter if you have just part pieces that you've cut. So this is just going to go here. I think I'll put it up about there because you're not going to see that it's not there. And this one like that. Let's see. I think I'll put this one right about there. And I'm going to put that on with dimensionals as well. There. Now probably instead of this one, which is very similar to that one, I could have taken this and picked out another. There's all the garnishes. I've used up a whole sheet of that on something for the ladies at the retreat. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's do this one. It's kind of a pink one, and it's a part one. Let's see how that would look. I like when you can use these part ones up. You know what? I might take that one off there. There we go. Let me take this one off. This one's a dimensional. I can put this on with the dimensional now. Didn't see that one when I was cutting them out. But let's have that. So that'll go up there. And then this one can go here. So you can see that we're getting like a bunch of drinks all together. Sorry, I'm just bringing this up a bit. And then this is just going to go right about there. All right. And this one I can keep for another date. There we go. And then this, like I say, is just going to go on here like so. So see how we've got that. Now, this is when I thought, should I try to use some of this ribbon? You know what? I'm okay to give it a try. See how it's going to look. I think this ribbon will do great when you go and you use the heat gun on it. It's a mesh ribbon. Is it polyester? Nylon in it. So let's see if it'll work this way. I'm going to just try something here. It doesn't matter if it's all over the place because you kind of want it there. And I'm just going to see what this does with the ribbon, if it does melt the ribbon. Yep, there we go. It's going to melt this ribbon, give it that funky little look. I like it when you can do stuff like that with your ribbon. And then this. So like I say, we'll move that over to the side a bit. And this can go right here. Oh, that's fun with that ribbon. Okay, so that's just going to go on there like that. But see how we've got that different background on there. All right. So let's get this on to the card base here. Now we're going to have to be really, really careful. Hello, Michelle. Good morning to you. And then let's just put this here. Like I say, I don't usually use these colors, but it's always, hello, Pam. All right, so then there's these. And you know what? This has got a shiny sort of thing to it. I'm going to go ahead and pop this up with a bunch of dimensionals. We want to do it on either side of the ribbon because we don't want it to flop on the ribbon. I know, lots of dimensionals on there. And so don't forget, it's your Crayola crayon that does the magic on here. You wait till you see the other ones. You're going to go, yep, I got to do that technique. All right, so this just goes like this. And of course we have to put our embellishments on. And I'm going to use the strawberry slush ones. I'm going to use those ones all up. I know I will. I wonder if I should try using it pretty in pink. They're just not dark enough. We're going to use the strawberry slush. Another one there. Oh, that's fun. Just there. And you know what? I think this is one of those ones that you can add some more. Oh dear. And another one right here. One there. One there. Okay, so then on the inside, oh, and we haven't even got a sentiment on here. I don't know what I'm going to do on the inside. I think what I could do is, let's see what this would look like. Remember when you have your part ones? Yeah, I'll do that. Now, I don't even have an inside, but let me grab something. Just cutting this off. So I just put this on the inside. Put this part one right there. And then that can go right on the inside of your card. Okay, and then of course we have to put a sentiment on here. Now the sentiment, To me, this is cheers. So, and this does have a cheers on it. So I don't know if that's going to fit onto there, kind of. So let's see if we can use, should we use strawberry slush on there? Yes, let's go ahead. Don't know if this is going to fit, you guys. We'll give it a try. If it doesn't fit, I know what else I can do here. So let's put that with our Versamark. Yeah, it's a little bit different, isn't it? So there's cheers. We're going to use the white embossing powder on there, of course. I have another idea too. So let's try that. I am liking the strawberry slush again. I think I liked it before, I'm not sure. So let's just get that on there. And just, there we go. So let's put that. Cheers. Just gonna trim that down just a bit. Cheers. And then I want to take this and I want to take my paper trimmer. Whoops. And it's never where you think it's going to be. But like I say, I want to show you some pretty amazing. So this is a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to go 1/4 inch on here. No, actually that was 3/8 inch. Let's try this. Because you know how much I like to emboss. Oops. Oops. This has a bit of a, there we go. And think of a strawberry slush, you know. All right, so this one has words, and they're very small, that says, let's celebrate. Cheers. Let's celebrate. Let's see how that works. If it doesn't work, we just won't use it. Because it's all about the detail, right? And yeah, Pam, it was out. I don't know how long ago it was out. I don't have any of it in my stash, but it's a very pretty color. So it's a cloud cover too. Unfortunately, you know, it, yeah. So let's see how this is going to look. Okay, I am going to just attach the cheers because that's pretty high as it is right there. Yeah. I knew this was going to happen, but I thought I could get away with one more day with it. There we go. So cheers. And then this let's celebrate. I can stick it. You know what? That won't work with that there. But that's okay. We'll just take that and put that in just a second. So I'm just going to come in and just put a little strip of this. Oh, you weren't a demonstrator then. Yeah, it, I can't even remember when it came out. But it is. It's a very pretty color. All right, so I'm just taking this little strip of dimensionals off of there. We're going to take this let's celebrate again and just cut it a little bit. There. What a fun card, right? It's just like cheery. It makes you think of summer. Can't wait. There we go. Cheers. Let's celebrate. All right. So then that is using the Crayon watercolor wash. Now I want to show you a couple of other ones. I'm okay with that card. It's okay. It's nice and bright, that's for sure. All right. So then when I was doing this, yesterday's card, I'm really happy with yesterday's card. And like I say, it's part of a tutorial. But I want to show you what some of these other ones look like. Now this is that plaster embossing folder. And let's take this off of here. Oh, that has to go back on the card. There we go. And I'll show you. Now, it's pretty big design in it. And this is how it kind of went. It just went blah with that wash. So, yes, summery festive cards. Happy cards, so pretty. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Barb. Then I thought, well, let's do the circle dots, right? And I wasn't happy with it either. See how it just did nothing. I think you could, there was just too much space in between. But I will tell you which one works amazing. And this is the turtle texture from the Turtly Awesome embossing folder. Check this one out. See how it went on here? It just went amazing. And check out the card I did. So that's it there. So, like I say, I did both of them using just the cutouts. I haven't been playing too much with the stamp sets because I just haven't really had the time. But I hope that you like that. Remember that this will be posted on my my group tomorrow, and the link to the group. And it'll be at 9:05 a.m. Pacific time. And it will be there, like I say, for you to check out, download. This picture will be there. It'll also have the notes and all the numbers for that there. And let's see, what else? Right. So if you like that, give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it when you do that. Also, if you live in Canada and you don't have a demonstrator, I'd love to work with you. Remember to reach out. If you don't live in Canada, you can still take part in the stamp camp using the Celebratory Sips Suite. Just reach out to me and I'll give you some names in the different countries that are available. Also, I will be back tomorrow with my mystery challenge. My mystery challenge is where I give 3 clues, and those 3 clues are something that you probably already have in your stamping space, and you can join in on creating cards with that as well. And I'll be back at 3 o'clock Pacific time for that, and the clues will be put up at noon tomorrow. And one last thing, remember to create because it's great for the soul. All right, you guys, take care. We'll see you at 3 o'clock tomorrow Pacific time. Bye for now.